God is not trying to manage you into heaven. The provisions of God for you, they are so robust. They are so robust that there is nothing that hell can manufacture that can shift you from your positioning if you truly understand who you are and where God has placed you. There is nothing I'm trying to teach that is simply because man fell. No. By design, you were designed to be able to connect God, to contact God, and to convey him. There is nothing outlandish in your ability to hear God. That's supposed to be the norm. Are you there? Are you there? There's nothing. Even after Adam had eaten of the tree that he was not supposed to eat, he still heard God. Man, where thou? He said, I heard your voice. And I hid myself because I was naked. And God said, how did you know you were naked? This was fallen man already. It is incidental to your nature as a believer to hear God. Hearing God is supposed to be natural. Natural. So stay with me. When God designed man, he designed you to be a priest. And so, in order for you to carry out your priestly activity, I don't think I can talk. There are... You see, sometimes when you have two military that are of equal might, or you have two military that are of unmatched might, one is bigger than the other, all right? That might still not be able to predict the outcome of the war. You will still need to make inquiries into the back-end priesthood to finally be able to tell and to predict how the war will end. Joshua was fighting the Amalekites, all right? You remember that story? You remember the story. And Moses went up the mountain and held on the rod of God. Moses was not in the sight of at the site of the battle. Joshua was the one that was on the field of battle. But Moses was somewhere on a mountain with his rod raised up. And as long as the hand of Moses was up, Joshua was winning the war at the battlefront. Then when Moses' hand started to get tired and his hand started to come down, what happened? Joshua's army started to suffer defeat at the war front. So that you saw that there was a remote controller. The thing that we call a remote control, like you use the word now, people don't understand what it means. It means that you are controlling something remotely. You've heard of remote sensing. It means that it's not manual control, it's not manual touch. You have to go to the TV and touch it. That's manual touch. But then if you are not in direct contact with it, but you are controlling it remotely, the thing you are using is a remote controller. And then the activity is that thing is working by a remote control. Are you there? Are you there? So there was a remote control system that was built into the architecture of the military possibility of Israel, so that the military might of Israel alone will never be a sufficient explanation for their exploit at the battle or for their defeat at the battle.